Well, there were always signs. So when I was younger, I was more of a tomboy. My wardrobe was, you know, basketball shorts, Nike t-shirts, and a backwards hat. And it was always just kind of that. And when I had to, you know, dress up for something, it was World War III. And
It's terrible.
it was horrible. My first communion, that was a big one. I had to, you know, wear the dress, and it was...
Looks so cute.
No. I had to wear the dress. I had to, you know, get my hair done, and everybody was so excited to see me, and I was so done with it. By the end of it, I came home and I changed, and I was in basketball shorts and a t-shirt by the time everybody got there. I always kind of hit a dead end when it was like, oh, I'm gonna get married one day, and then I was like, that doesn't feel right. But now it's like, oh, like, I'm gonna have a wife someday, and I'm gonna be able to have kids and raise a family and, you know, impact some little kid's life someday, and that'll be good, that'll be important. My mom, my dad, and my sister were in my parents' room having just like a family meeting. Well, they were having like a meeting with each of the kids. And my sister went in there first and was like, there's something going on with TJ and it's not my place to tell you. And my mom freaked out and came in by me and thought something really bad was going on. You can't force me to come out to you. And she was like, you're gay? I was like, no. I'm trans. And she was like, what does that mean? And I was like, oh, well, so this is gonna be a trip. So I came out to my mom, and then my dad had come in by that point. And then he heard me say it. And my dad came in and was like, I'm proud of you. I'm sorry that you have to go through this. I'm like, it's not something to be sorry for. It's just something to deal with.
I don't think transgender ever entered my mind. I mean, at that point in time, I think the only thing we really knew about was Caitlyn Jenner, and it was blown up so big in the media. So when he did say that, yeah, I'm like, okay, well, what does this mean to us? Like, what do we have to do now? Your hair is almost down to your butt. It's, you know, like, where do we go from here?
A lot of people look at it as, you know, something to fix, like something's wrong. And it's not that something's wrong, it's that something's right, and like you need to follow that. And so I think that that's a big part of mental health, and accepting your kid is gonna be the way to, you know, keep them alive and keep them happy. And
I went on Facebook and I created a page and called it Introducing Our Son TJ. We just went on and said, this is who our son is, and he's a great kid, and he is, you know, still has that heart and generosity that he always has. We had an outpouring of support and love from our community and family and friends.
I think people are afraid simply because people don't like change. And they're afraid that we are a change. And we're not. We've always been around, but, you know, kids now are a lot more accepting. And I think that scares a lot of adults because, you know, they're not used to that. They're not used to accepting other people that are different than them. My generation has a lot more acceptance and a lot more good in it than it does bad. And, you know, this is our world. This is going to be our future.